basically resetting the scoreboard, allowing them a chance to get back into the tournament here.
Yeah, and at the same time, Akai, those sentries can be so effective just because of their Guardian Shield ability. Pretty much anytime I'm playing a game against a Terran player, I like to get a lot of sentries out because Marines, Marauders are all ranged units, and that sentry or that Guardian Shield is just extremely effective against any of their attacks, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we saw last round, the army between Alexbot and Buki was strictly ranged units. It was all primarily Stalkers, Marines, Ghosts, and Marauders. So as you mentioned, that Guardian Shield very strong in helping the Protoss defend against those ranged attacks with that Guardian Shield. But I don't know, we'll have to see if he uses it. Last time he didn't even try to get sentries at all after that initial sentry that allowed him to block off the first Speedling rush. So and FabIntegral stating right there that he's already starting to get, he's going to start to mass up some links here. So 12 of them building right now, it looks like. So going to be seeing a lot of Zerglings on the map here very quickly. And taking a look at his ally here, starting now to warp in a lot of units. It looks like he does have a four warp gate setup here, which is pretty common. Not getting any robo tech right now like he did last game, or even going for that Twilight Council to get blink upgrade for his Stalkers, just strictly going with those warp gate units to try to put some pressure on in the early game. And it looks like Darrenc and FabIntegral going to move out with their Ling and ground army here with the Stalker, Sentries, and Zealots. But there are a lot of Reapers in addition to these Stalkers here, so I don't know, we could see a pretty good battle here.
Yeah, I don't know if I really like the choice of going with those Reapers. Ling and Stalkers are so effective.
Yeah, actually, Lings have a really hard time dealing with Reapers in the open space if they have room to micro. But as you can see right there, between the Zerglings, the Speedlings, and the Stalkers from their ally, the Reapers actually got pinched in there and couldn't move. So that rendered them basically useless because Reapers are very weak units. So you can't really tank any damage with them. You basically have to do hit and run attacks and really try to keep them on the move. But as you can see, he just lost pretty much every one of his Reapers real quick there.
Micromanagement there, jumping them down off that clip.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see there are a ton more Zerglings now coming out from FabIntegral. So really sticking with that Speedling tech like we mentioned a little bit earlier. And with the help of all these Stalkers and Zealots, they're going to be putting a ton of pressure on the front of Buki's base. And Buki does have 3 Raxes and some supply depots walling off his entrance here. So I'm not sure if they'll be able to get up into his base or not. But here comes his ally trying to help him. And then the Reapers are going to try to defend against this. Although it looks like Buki is in a really bad spot. This is probably plenty of Speedlings to take on all of these Stalkers and Sentries. So we'll see. Oh, and yeah, here comes Darrenc to help take this on as well. So they're going to have no problems cleaning up that Protoss force right there, and I imagine that they are in very good shape to take down this game and even up the score 1-1, and even putting down a force field to block Buki from being able to get out and help his ally with defending against that force. So some really great sentry micro using that force field, not only to offensively block people from getting into their base, but also using it, as a defensive measure to prevent units from coming in to help. But here comes the Speedlings just immediately going for the mineral line, and Buki is going to GG. So game 2 going to FabIntegral and Darrenc, evening up the series here at 1-1. And once again, we are in the semifinals. We're going to move on to game 3 right now. GG.
GG.